Most people don't realize the difficulties that commuter students face. Commuter students differ from the typical residential student living on campus at an institution or college university. Many of these differences contribute to the struggles that commuter students face that residential students do not face on a daily basis. Being a commuter student can be a lot more challenging than what many people may think. Even though a student on campus can have challenges of his or her own, commuter students are at a significant disadvantage compared to residential students. Although residential students often have a job to help pay for incidentals, many commuting students work full-time and work many more hours compared to students living on campus. Commuter students often may put their academics second to their already busy lives. This is definitely a problem because academics should be the top priority. Working more hours eats away at the time a student has for studying and focusing on their academics. It may also have other negative effects, such as leaving no time for the student to be involved on campus. Commuter students are less likely to be involved in extracurricular activities, clubs, and campus events. Studies have shown that residential students participated more in extracurricular activities and engaged more frequently with peers and faculty members than students who lived off campus. Commuter students typically leave campus after classes in order to work a job, support family, or to focus on academics or homework with the free time that they have. Student involvement is extremely important as it impacts the student's development and learning. Every commuter student has to deal with a multitude of things relating to transportation. They have to deal with traffic, transportation costs, vehicle maintenance, weather, and parking. A commuter might have to wake up extra early for classes to devote a lot of time for transportation. The student has to leave early enough to make it to class on time while considering the time it takes to get on campus, while leaving extra time for unexpected traffic and even unsafe road conditions due to weather conditions. Available parking on campuses can be far away from classes as well, forcing students to leave ample time for themselves to walk to classes. Commuters have a different support system than residential students. Commuters rely on parents, siblings, coworkers, and friends. Much of a commuter student's support system don't understand the challenges of higher education. It may also be difficult for these support group members to relate both to the stresses and the demands of higher education. Residential students, on the other hand, have more interaction with peers who are faced with similar stressors, giving them greater social support. By living on campus, students experience constant interaction with campus staff and other students with whom they exchange information about classes, the registration process, college requirements, and financial aid. Overall, students living on campus are provided a network through which they can obtain information easily and have increased social support. Commuter students often lack a sense of belonging to the university they attend. They also may feel like they are unwanted by the institution. In many cases, commuter students don't have many opportunities to develop relationships with staff, faculty, and peers. Students will rarely feel connected to a place where they have no significant relationships. Commuter students are also paying fees and tuition that go towards programs that they almost will never use. For example, commuter students are less likely to use a recreational center or attend a sporting event, but yet they still pay the fees to go towards them. Due to the fact that they are paying fees for programs that they almost never use, universities need to consider whether it makes sense for them to be paying these fees. Changes need to be made. Institutions need to realize that commuter students are different from residential students in many ways. Commuters have different motivation, priorities, and goals. Things need to be done in order to promote commuter student success. Student orientation programs would be one of many helpful solutions. These programs can assist students in their transition to college by creating the necessary changes that enable students to stay in school and achieve their educational goals. They may also help students develop essential skills necessary for college success, such as time management and studying skills. An orientation program can also produce positive results in academic performance. Orientation programs for family members would also be great and would give family members a better understanding of the college life. A university could also have ways to get family members involved on campus along with students, such as a family day or live performances. Universities could also provide services such as locker rooms for changing after classes before going to a job. Some other ideas could be special parking for commuter students, a partnership with a gas station that offers discounts for students, and a daycare facility for kids. These services would make the commuter students' college experience more convenient as well as helping them keep up with their academic goals.